Happy New Week, everyone, and happy Thanksgiving to everyone that celebrates Thanksgiving this week. We only have 4 cards this week. These flipped when I was shuffling. We have the Eight of Swords, the Nine of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and this Emperor, which I think is your trigger this week. So let's just dive in and talk about what this important message is that came through for this week. The Eight and the Nine of Swords, the Veil of Illusion card, meaning something triggers you. It's fear-based thoughts where you feel like you're unworthy, you're not capable of doing something, you doubt your abilities. And when you look at the card, it looks like she's wrapped up in toilet paper. She could easily get herself out of that, but she doesn't see that. And if she did, she could take this off and turn around, and there's a castle right there. So it's a real solid message about your mindset. Then we have it with the Nine of Swords. Anxiety, fear, depression. This card comes out when we stay up at night and we play out those worst case scenarios. This could happen. This might happen. I might mess up with this. And it just turns into this big ball of anxiety and fear. These two cards come out together when I see them a lot. When certain people have been through really traumatic situations or they face terrible physical, verbal abuse, things like that in their lifetime, and they get triggered and this happens, and they start to feel unworthy. They don't think they're capable of things. They really beat themselves up if they make a mistake, and I hate the word mistake. I hate it so much. We would never grow as people if we didn't make mistakes. Mistakes are a good thing. But if you are this person, you're a perfectionist. And when you mess up or make a mistake, you beat yourself up. You'll go over it and over it and over it in your head. And you tend to blame yourself for everything. You take on the problems of the world. So you sit up at night, you go over all the ways that you're messing up, that you're failing people, what could go wrong. You could lose your job, you could lose your relationship, you're not good enough. People don't think you're good enough. It is all these fear-based thoughts that are not true. Neither one of these cards, they're false cards in tarot. And what I mean by that is they represent your mindset. You are your own worst critic. People don't really think this about you, but you think that they do. They think that you're not capable, you're not good enough, all those silly things. And it comes out with this card. So this can mean that you have someone in your energy that triggers you. And it doesn't always imply you've been through abuse, but a lot of times it does. Either way, you are triggered this week, and this could be the reason. The Emperor is very stern. He's a great person until you go against him or you challenge him or you don't do something the way that you were supposed to do it. And this person can get ugly and cruel and sharp. And they have a way of making you feel like you really messed up when you didn't. The Emperor is someone that is stern. They have an idea of how everything should be, and they're right. They're just always right. And you have to do things according to the way that they want it done. And the minute that you kind of fail at that or you challenge it, they come out and they can get really ugly. This is a good person. They're not ego-based. They just truly, with every fiber of their being, believe that they know the right way to do things. They like to be in control of things like that. And it doesn't have to be a male. It can be a female. I see this card come out a lot for very strong female personalities. Now, when you have someone like this in your energy and you've been through abuse, you get triggered and you beat yourself up and you internalize all of this. What you have to keep in mind around this week, this is just this person. It's not about you. It's who they are. Don't internalize this. You have to be very aware of your thoughts this week. And when you find yourself going to those dark places, fear-based thoughts, where you feel unworthy, you feel like you can't accomplish anything, you just feel bad about yourself or you're afraid to do something because you're going to fail, tell yourself to cancel, say stop. because the only thing you are doing is putting up obstacles in your way. You're pulling down your vibrational place. And I always say when these cards come out, would you ever talk to someone that you love the way that you talk to yourself? Absolutely not. So why are you doing it? The only thing you are going to do is just develop this huge ball of self-doubt. And it's a place where you just don't love yourself when you do things like that to yourself. And you're going to pull yourself down vibrationally and you're going to put obstacles up in your way. And that's not what you want. And you're going to have to get up from that and rebuild yourself. And you don't want that. It's just all negative. You just need to push that away. And what's very important about this 9, because it shows that you could be up at night worrying about this, and that's not the time that you want to do this. When we go to bed at night, we trigger our subconscious mind. And that's where manifesting takes place. You want to go to bed thinking happy thoughts. And when you go to bed like this, you will make this a self-fulfilling prophecy. You will pull this into your life, and you don't want that. So this week, you have to really be mindful of your thoughts. Your guides wanted to bring your awareness to this so you don't put obstacles up for yourself. It's very important. And it's false. When you think all these terrible things about yourself, you're not doing yourself any good. It's so negative and it's so dark, and it's not true. It is simply not true. And we have it next to this Ace of Pentacles. Opportunities, increases in finances, promotion, something new and beautiful that's coming into your life. But if you continue to stay in this place with your thoughts and how you feel about yourself, you're going to put those hurdles up and blocks in the way, and it's going to take longer for this to come in. You are a beautiful person. Be kind to yourself. Remind yourself of how amazing you are. Look at the things that you've done in your life. Don't do this to yourself. You're just going to bring negativity in, and that's not what you want. It's just simply not true. So remember that. Keep your thoughts in a good place this week. When you go to bed at night, really focus on good things, where you see yourself a year from now. Think about happy things, the things that you want in your life, not this. I always say this: anxiety, worry, fear, depression, they are not your friends. You don't want to hang out with that kind of stuff, because it just turns into this big black ball that you're going to carry around with you for no reason. And stop being so hard on yourself. Remember, if you make a mistake, you're going to be a better person for it. You're going to grow from it. Mistakes are good. You got big things coming in. Don't let this person trigger you. And what I mean by that, easy for me to say, right? If you have this person in your energy, don't internalize that. It's just who they are, but they can be hard and difficult. Just walk away from it. You can't change it, but what you can change is how you talk to yourself and how you pull in and react to this person. It is going to be an amazing week, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving and be safe.